Why does the 034 RAM logger show slightly different data than my dashboard? I noticed the oil temp on the app could be 20 degrees different, higher than the oil temp on my dash.
Dash displays are a funny thing in the bag world. They do all kinds of filtering and averaging and dampening and slewing and whatnot. So, yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't put too much weight on exactly what the dash says. Generally, the data we are logging is the direct RAM variable from the ECU as
Yeah.
measured at the sensor. So yeah, whatever manipulation the dash is doing on top of that is its own thing. Especially if you're doing like you're viewing it in Fahrenheit or something versus the Celsius or whatever we're logging in, and who knows if there's other factors that they're taking into play there. But no, what we're logging is just what's being read off of the sensor that's being input to the ECU.
Yeah, just keep in mind the dashboard is like advertised information. It's not the actual information. It's kind of what Audi or Volkswagen thought you should see. It's kind of the level of information or detail that they want you to see. And I think for many customers, seeing a temp gauge fluctuating, varying could cause them to come in and do warranty claims or bring additional concerns. And so you start the car and the needle always goes to the same spot and stays there. You know, everything's fine. You don't go to the dealership. You don't waste anyone's time. But the dash is not as going to be. It's definitely not as accurate as the core. Data stream.
Even things you would expect to be like, it changes all the time. It's got to be what it is, like the RPM display. There is a massive module inside all of these ECUs that Audi and Volkswagen use to manipulate that output to the even the tachometer to change the way it responds, the way it moves, the way it looks on the dash. And this goes back years and years. It's not just on the new stuff. They've always had this separate display optimization module in there that just manipulates things you see on the dash. So we go to the source and see what the ECU is actually reading.
Another good example is the fuel tank. You know, your dash can say 0 miles and you can still drive for another 30 miles, you know. So they don't want people running out of gas. And so it's like, you know, it's like the clock, you know. They don't want you to be late, so they put the clock 10 minutes ahead, you know, so you're always on time. There's a lot of that going on, and it's curated information. It's kind of interesting to talk about because I think most people don't know that, or they assume.
Because on the other side of the wall, I don't know. That's very strange.
Most people assume that the dash is blatantly truthful, and it's not. It's curated information.